This is a heifer. Chill, man.
What a lure.
Oh yeah, oh fish! Well, good morning and welcome back to another fishing adventure. It's a cold one again. These mornings are really getting the better of me at the moment. We've had some temperatures that have gone up and now the temperatures that have plummeted down. In the last couple of days, some mental storms have passed through the Channel Islands, bringing really cold air, cold temperatures and bitter, bitter mornings. Because we're out bass fishing this morning, unsure what's going to happen. It's cold, but there's a lot of bait stacked up on the north coast, so there's a really good chance for fish. So fingers crossed we get into something. Simple fishing this morning, cast and wind, just using sand eel like lures in white because the water's got a tinge of cloud to it. Don't know about you, everyone's different. Everyone's got their own little flavour that they like. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in there, let's go fishing, all right? I'm not going to keep you too much longer. Just going to try and keep warm. And hopefully we can put a bend on the rod. Oh yeah, oh fish! Good fish. Ben. Big wave, big wave! Wait, get a cast in over there. Good morning. Third cast of the morning. Big, big fish, 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 fish. What starts the morning, boys? As always, white YKR. She's girthy. What a beauty to start the morning. Really fat fish, hit me really hard as well. And just, it was like kind of slow pulls. It didn't take any line, it was more just, you know, if you get me in bass language, but what a start to the morning. White YKR, cannot go wrong. Let's get her back. Well, what a start to the morning. Quite a big swell today, so. Whoa, oh, there she is. Gone. Come on, fishy, 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 fishy. Oh, I just had a really nice knock there, coming in around those heads. Just a straight wine's doing it this morning. To be honest, it's my favourite technique. Just let the lure do the work. Just variate the speed of your retrieval, slow, fast. Obviously if you go too slow it's going to sink to the bottom. Nothing special about it. Cast and wind. Beautiful fizzy conditions this morning. Lovely swell break over this massive boulder field. The swell's actually quite big, to be honest, if you see this coming in. Any bigger, I think we'd be in trouble. Let's hope there's another fish about, because that was a lovely alarm clock. The first fish of a session always wakes you up, always catches you by surprise. And when it's a nice tasty banger like that was, then you cannot complain. Oh, there was a bite. At this point of the morning, fishing was quite slow. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be wild, to be full of fish, but I did expect fish to be in the area. I kept on fishing the ledges, the boulders, the rocks, the nooks and crannies, thinking that a bass would be waiting for my lure to pass them. Me and Ben, we came together, we deliberated moving to another spot. He chose to move further down the beach, and I stayed put. In my head, I was thinking there's going to be another fish in this area. I would like to know what you guys would do at this point. Would you stick or would you twist? One of my biggest pet hates in the winter months are wet rocks, especially these smooth rocks that are kind of at the top of the tide that always get the break of the wave on them. Very smooth, look beautiful, but I tell you what, death rocks, ankle snappers. Anytime when you're fishing, but especially in the winter where the temperature's down a little bit, the rocks are a little bit more shiny, the rocks are a little bit more wet and cold, especially in the morning, these will cause an accident if you're not paying attention. I've got some nice chunky wellies on, but I tell you what, you could have the most amazing footwear in the world, anything, but you could slip on that. And just make sure that you know where you're standing, and then if a big wave comes, you know where your back foot is going to step onto, because there's nothing worse than stepping onto a rock, going backwards when there's a wave coming, taking your eye off the ball and slipping, snapping your rod, snapping your wrist, snapping your leg. I won't warn you again, I've fallen over and snapped rods doing it. Well, we've had some serious rainfall in the last couple of days, and this is what you've got to be careful of. Big landslides. You can see from the very top up there where it's probably been condensing and water coming off the land has started to fill up at this point, and then it's just eventually given way. Anyone that fishes anywhere on cliffs, you know, places like this, you know, after a big spell of rain, things like this do happen. Always got to be safe, always watch your back, try not to stand underneath the cliff. But yeah, proper destruction, proper madness. I've not seen one this big for a while. Well, this morning hasn't been too bad. One fish on the third cast of the morning, a beautiful wake-up call. We stuck it, we gave it 45 minutes an hour. That's all that's needed on these cold, miserable mornings in the winter. Just a quick blast, hitting the areas at the right time, giving yourself the most chance you can. I used to fish for hours and hours and hours and hours. Nowadays, I just fish quick, short periods. I hit spots at the correct time. If there's no fish there within that certain period, get out of there. Benny didn't get anything, but you know, that's fishing. He'll have his chances over the next couple of weeks when we get out again. As you can see, we dodged the rain this morning. The rain is just starting to come down. We're forecast to have some really heavy stuff today, so in and out, shake it all about, do the thing. Time to go home, have a coffee. Oh yes, oi, oi, oi! Beautiful fish, but tail is non-existent. Well, second fish of the morning, baby. Thought this was massive. Gonna admit it was giving some really dark, long lunges. YKR again. Not as big as the first one, but you can't go wrong with that. Two fish today. Look at this one. This one's got the absolutely most mutated tail ever. He's probably been victim to a seal a few times this winter because there's lots of seals about, but second fish, can't go wrong with that. I've never seen a tail like it. Look at that. He's literally got no tail. That's absolutely mad. Have you ever seen anything like it? Proper mutated. Oh well, second fish of the day or second fish in the morning. Beauty, can't go wrong with that, can you? Yeah boy.